Hi guys, so another carburetor update. All joined back together now, all cleaned, all the jets are in, and I've had to set the floats. The floats were way out. I don't know whether that's because of the new shut-off valves, because they were slightly smaller, which is probably the case. So they needed to be at stood on the compressed air there. So they needed to be at, according to the book, between 21.4 and 23.4 without the gasket installed. But I've got the gasket installed, which is about a mil. So to that end, I've got them at about 22 mil. So I just drew a line on me 22 or 20.2 mil. So sorry, 22 mil, and then just put it up against the gasket, and it's got to go up to just the bridge of the curve on the float itself. So I'm bang on there at 22 mil, which is within spec of the maximum of 23.4. So I've done that for each of the carbs to adjust them. Simply enough, just had to raise this tab here, which allowed the float to go lower down. So they've all been set now at exactly 22. So the last thing now is to put the fuel bowls back on. Yeah, I've got two that are slightly more chromed than the others, so I'm going to put them on the outside. At some point I think I will actually paint these black, because as I've said before, I'm not overly fussed about chrome on this bike. But I'll get it all assembled, get it put back on the bike. I've got my new ram air cones to put on, other than them cheap Chinese things I got. So I've got a decent ram air foam filters now to pop on the end of the intakes. So I'll get these all buttoned down, make sure everything's nice and tight. I've got the idle screw to put back on as well. Get it back on the bike, and then we're ready for when she starts up. And then I will have to do some adjustments. There's some that I can do myself, and some that I will leave when they go down to get properly tuned from a place that I've been recommended to go. So I need to adjust the air intake, airflow for these. So basically, when you push on the or pull back on the throttle, you can see how all the butterflies open, and the adjustments made on these to make sure that these are opening at exactly the same time and allowing exactly the same amount of air in. So when I do start this bike up, the idling might be a little bit erratic until I can get these adjusted. I can adjust them myself to a certain degree, but other than that, it does need gauges or a mercury vacuum type sort of piece of equipment put on it, so you can measure the vacuum levels on the intake side. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I'll pop these pods back on, or fuel bowls, and get it put back on the bike. Dilly dilly. Okay, so carburetors fitted back on bike, complete with me ram air sponge filters.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Spot on. As I say, once they've been tuned, I may take them back off and just spray the side of this with the heat spray, and then do the top of these black gloss, and possibly the float bowl, at least just on the side there, black gloss. Because the rest you won't really see for the fuel tank. So there's no point in spraying it all. As I say, it's best you don't spray these, so I'm just going to do the side, and that'll do, just to finish it off. It still looks well as it is, actually, now that they're all clean. So we'll see. I might just leave it as is, don't know. But main thing is to get it running, get that carb tuned and make sure everything is as it should be before I do any more with that. Magic, another job done. Dilly dilly.
I'm a you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a rubber so that anything you say is sick of shaking off of me.